guys, it's Jen, and today I wanted to share with you a review of the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. Now, this is something that I only even heard about in the last couple of weeks, and I'm pretty sure the whole internet is like blowing up crazy, super excited about it, myself as well. This is the third installation in Urban Decay's Naked palette series. The first two are over here. This is the third one. So I want to give you a little overview of the actual palette and then do a really quick comparison to the previous two palettes. Basically, as you can see, the packaging has this beautiful rose gold tin. It's a little bit wavy in the front with gold text on the front. If you open it up, there are 12 eyeshadows and they all have a bit of a rose gold pinky tint to them. So that's kind of the theme of this palette. There's a dual-ended eyeshadow brush at the bottom, which is an actual usable brush. It's not one of those crappy low quality ones that they just shove in there for no reason. This is actually a really nice one. It has synthetic bristles. This has a flat shader brush and then a little blending brush on the other side. So starting from the left to right, you have this beautiful highlight shade. It's a matte color called Strange. Then you have a super glittery, sparkly, light pale pink color called Dust. I don't really like the quality of this one because it has so much glitter in it. It's kind of flaky and has quite a bit of fallout. The next color is Burnout, which is a satin pinky peach shade. The next shade is Limit, which is a tan pinky peach shade, and it's a matte color, so it's really great for that medium transitional shade when you're shading your crease. And then we have Buzz, which is an almost metallic satin pink toned mauve-y kind of shade. And then we have Trick, which is a coppery shade with little silver micro glitters in it. Trick is another one that was a little bit tricky because it didn't swatch quite as pigmented as I like, but it is very, very gorgeous nonetheless, and I like that it's a little bit warmer toned than some of the other colors. And then we have Nooner, which is a medium brown matte color. So this is also another great one if you're a little bit darker skin toned and want a blending out color, or if you just want a matte crease color. Next we have Liar, which is a satin taupey shade with a little bit of a pink overtone to it. And then we have Factory, which is a deeper brown. I really like this one because it's going to be your universal crease color that looks good with all of the other colors. Mugshot is another one in the taupe family, which is a little more of a deeper brown base. And then there's Dark Side, which is a lot darker. This one's very cool because it's a purpley deep taupe with a little bit of a gray overcast. It looks very dynamic, which is great because on the eyes, I find that colors like this look like you put in more work than you actually did. And then their black shade in this particular palette is called Black Heart, which I consider to be a very, very dark chocolate brown, which is a matte and it has copper micro glitters over it. And it's one of my favorite colors in this entire palette. So that's basically all the colors in the entire Naked 3 palette. If you're a fan of pink toned eyeshadows or pink everyday kind of looks, I know those kinds of colors are really, really popular in Asia especially, you will love this palette. Now as far as Naked goes, I would say on those with a yellow skin tone like myself, it doesn't read as being naked or really, really neutral. It's quite pink, but it's still in the family where you can wear it every single day. It's very office appropriate, school appropriate, and you can still get those deep smoky looks. As you can see, I'm wearing this right now and it still looks very everyday neutral. It doesn't look too heavy-handed. In terms of being an opinionated color, it just comes off as being really pretty. So I really love rose golds personally. It's not something that I would say if you don't have Naked 1 or 2, it would replace that unless you're very pale and pink toned to begin with. But in terms of owning one of these already, it's a great addition to add a lot of more dynamic colors to the look. My one gripe about it is that there aren't any really poppy light colors to kind of highlight on the middle of your eye. The Dust color I would wish for it to be, but because it's so glittery and has so much fallout, it just isn't my favorite color to work with. And there are just a lot of medium tones which really kind of blend into my medium toned skin, so they just don't have the kind of vibrancy that I would love. But this really, really wins when it comes to these deeper, darker shades, which are so gorgeous. All of the second half, they're just all amazing. The lightest shade is wonderful. These matte shades are great. All in all, I think it's a really beautiful product that somebody who already has a very neutral one would be happy to add to their collection. It's going to be selling for $52 starting at the end of this month, and I just think it's going to be a really perfect gift if you know somebody who's already a little obsessed with the Naked series, because come on, you can't have enough neutral eyeshadows in my opinion anyway. So let's do a really quick comparison of all of the Naked palettes. I'm going to start off with with the original Naked, this is going to be your basic neutral palette. It has my favorite highlight shade. It has a nice range of charcoals and warm brown tones, which will look really great, especially on warmer tone skin, which is people who have a little bit more of a yellow undertone base. And the Naked 2, I feel like, has a little bit of a wider range. It has a really, really black matte, which is fantastic for using with any of the other colors. Plus it has more of a taupe kind of range of colors, which will look especially nice on those with a cooler or pink undertone. It's really going to be based on your own preference because they do work on all skin tones. I just think this one looks greater for yellow undertones and this one looks really amazing on pink undertones. So as you can see, it's such a strong pink base, but the thing is, pink is really going to look good on a lot of different skin tones as well. It's not going to look naked, but it'll still look quite pretty and lovely, and I love it on my skin tone. When I swatched it all, I was surprised to see how flattering it really was on my yellow undertone skin, and I know it's already going to look amazing on those with cool undertone skin. So I feel like if you already own one of the Nakeds, this is a great addition to that. However, if you're not really into pinks, then this is probably something that you're going to want to skip. It's really down to your own color preference. If you're yellow tone, if you're cool tone, or if you like the pinks. You have a lot of different variety to choose from, so I love them all personally, and I'm really glad to be able to incorporate this in my everyday routine. If you want to see the swatch pictures up close, I have really giant macro photos on my blog and a huge review for you. I'll link that down below in case you're interested. Plus, I have reviews for the original Naked and Naked 2 as well, so I'll link that all down below. If you liked this video or found it helpful, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel to see more reviews and tutorials and lots of other fun videos in general. This is Jen, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye! Hey guys, this is Jen, and today I wanted to share with you the perfect palette tag, which I'm super excited about. Which eyeshadow palette has the best packaging? This one right here, it's part of Too Faced Holiday Collection. This is actually exactly the size of an iPhone because it's an iPhone case.